Boom. Boom. Huge. Harry's are back. We love that. Oh my. Huge game in the Premier League today. What could it be a title define? Maybe not title define, but it's certainly going to be a huge game for Manchester City in their quest for the Premier League title, because it is Spurs versus Manchester City. This was a thrilling encounter a few weeks ago when these two sides met at the Etihad, where City decided to play quite well in the first half, but then opted to shoot themselves in the foot to the tune of 2 goals, which was an interesting play, I thought, but ultimately it worked because it did lull them into a false sense of security. So I can't really criticize those errors. No, I can. City, well, as I say, I thought they were actually quite good in the first half, but then just like 2 really weird errors. But then City came out a bit higher tempo, a bit more aggression in the final third, especially with runners that we'll get on to. We'll talk about the runners. Don't you worry about it. And City were able to overcome it and win 4-2. Hello, Ashu. How are you doing, matey? Now, hopefully, we won't see any silly errors like that today. But we, we'll have to see what we see. In a world of pure imagination. Yeah. It's a thing. I was getting my background to Freddy. Just because there was a load of technical stuff behind the scenes that you guys don't need to worry about. But hello, Jack. Love you too. Love you too, Miz, as well. How are we doing? How are we all doing today? Big game, as I say, big game. I got my red and black away kit on. We love that. And yeah, Ashu, I'm doing great. But doing even better if City can get a cheeky win today, because it was a very big result for City yesterday. City didn't even play yesterday, and it was a big result for them. Sean Dyche's Everton doing City a huge favour. But City have to capitalise on that. And I think that got to win like the next 3 or 4 league games in a row. At least one of those includes Arsenal in the league. And I think that City have to win that if they want to have a chance at winning the league title, such as the situation they find themselves in. But to be fair, it was 8 points. That was only 5 points. And we've got another 18 games left to play. And 2 of those games are City Arsenal. So anything can happen. Does it mean it will happen? Not necessarily. Let's get into the teams. And yes, indeed, Cancel did leave City. Ashu, City ultimately, sadly, had to make him leave because of the attitude issue and the toxic environment that was stemming from it. So it's a shame, but it's the thing. Here is the team before your beautiful little eyes. Now, this is not at all how it's going to play out. We all know the City don't play in this very rigid 4-3-3. It's actually, it's going to be a 3-2-5. Obviously, what's interesting is that Walker and Akanji are the centre halves, and Lewis is also playing. So this is what it's going to be like when City are in possession. So Alvarez is probably going to push up more over there, actually. It's going to be more of that. Mahrez and Grealish maintaining the width. A bit disappointed that Gundogan's not playing, because the reason why Alvarez is starting over De Bruyne is because of what we saw. Wait, was the last time we won at Spurs was 2015? Really? Flipping heck. Is that true? Is that actually true? It's been 8 years. Is that actually a thing? Hello, Lucas, mate. Hello, South. I did not actually realise our record was that bad at Spurs. Okay, dear me. Yeah, as I was saying, these are going to be the runners off Haaland. Lewis tucks in. As I say, this is nothing new. I'm just illustrating it. So it's actually more of a 3-2-5 in possession. As I say, we all know this. This is how City play in possession. 3-2-5. Let me pop that there. Now, let me talk about why I think Pep's picked this team. And Lucas reckons 3-0. We haven't scored their new ground, so it sounds about right. Wow, that is mental. Hello, Seb. Yeah, so, as I said, a lot was made of this starting 11. I was like, okay, Walker and Lewis starting. Interesting. Walker is not going to play left-back, Seb. This is how City are going to set up. Ake at left-back is fine. We all know that. I think the reason why he's gone for Walker at centre-half is because he's scared. Guardiola is scared of the threat and pace offered by Son, Kulusevski on the counter-attack, because that's where Spurs are going to be really dangerous, and that's where they always have been dangerous against City. So I'm in a similar way that Pep's centre-half choices against United were Ake, Akanji. They're our quickest centre-halves. Okay? So I'm thinking the reason he's done that is because he wants even more pace in that back line. So Akanji, as I say, is already really quick. Ake cannot be dropped because he's been unbelievable at left-back / overlapping full-back. And Walker is the quickest player in the team. So in possession, I think it's going to be okay. It's just out of possession whether that's going to be an issue, because Walker is not a centre half. So as I say, this is the shape that City have taken in possession in this season, basically. Out of possession, it might go back to a 4-4-2 because that's what City do out of possession, as I say. So expect to see when we're defending two banks of four with Haaland and Alvarez as the two strikers. But that's why I think Pep's gone for his starting lineup of choice. And Foden, I saw someone say, is Foden not back? Yeah, Foden is still injured, sadly, so he's not even on the bench. He's still recovering from an injury he sustained in the Manchester derby. So that's a shame because I really wanted him to play today behind Haaland. That hasn't happened. That's a shame. But the rest of the team is I can understand the principle of what Pep's doing. It could be... Oh, sorry, Lucas. I'm going to have to un-VIP in my bad. I've just realised. I've just noticed. So it's obviously not... what's the word? It's obviously interesting, but I can totally see where he's coming from. Hello, Daniel. How are you doing? Daniel says, Pep, spot on with the lineup, energy with Bernardo and Alvarez. Yeah, I've got nothing to apologise for. You gave me information which would lead to that statement. Like, you gave me the wrong information. What the hell? Why the actual focus is wearing their away kit? Because we're away. Good. I want to see it worn more. Is Conte suspended? No, he's had surgery. He's had surgery. Lewis is a number 6. He plays in central midfield when we're in possession, Lucas. That's what he does. That is what he does. In terms of the Spurs team, there is no Pedro Porro. He is on the bench, though. Oh, I totally disagree. I love the away kit. Pedro Porro is on the bench, so Emerson Royale, once again, is starting, but the rest of it is as you would expect from that. But you didn't explain it, Di. If you gave me some context, then maybe, but the context you gave me warranted that response. Yeah, Foden is injured, Seb. I haven't watched this since the derby, so I wouldn't know. Fair enough, Lucas. But yeah, this is what City do in possession. It's a 3-2-5. It's a 3-2-5. And it's Gundogan. Let's have a look at the bench. So Spurs have Danjuma, Richarlison, Pedro Porro, Sessegnon, Basuma to call on. City, the main threats. Obviously, Kevin De Bruyne. Obviously, Kevin De Bruyne on the bench is a big one. New signing, Peroni. I know nothing about him. I believe he's a central midfielder who's come from Argentina in the Argentinian league. No idea, know nothing about him, so I won't claim to be able to comment on him. But he's on the bench. Interesting. Laporte, Diaz also on the bench. So I can, in terms of players who can change the game for City if needed, Gundogan and De Bruyne would be the key ones. As I say, Foden is still injured, sadly. Seb says Emerson Royale masterclass incoming. It could happen. It would be like him to have like one. See, this is interesting. This on Sky is suggesting that Lewis is going to play at left back. I really hope that's not what happens. That would upset me greatly. I much prefer the way I've predicted how I think it's going to happen. So I'm really hoping it's not going to be Lewis at left back. He's a young lad, and I'd be staggered. I'd be staggered if like we play someone who's just getting used to the first team, totally out of position. That'd be really weird. I did not watch Argyle Wednesday, Seb. I cannot lie. Prone's clear of Enzo, says Jack. Owl's arrived. Prediction is a 2-2 draw. Owl is a Spurs fan. Yeah, guys, get your predictions in if you haven't already done so. Emerson Royale. Little hours getting it if you don't apologize. I've got nothing to apologize for. Emerson Royale might be the worst player I've ever watched apart from Jemba. Yeah, he's usually often terrible, which is why they've brought in Pedro Porro on the bench today. I think that's the correct decision. Why can Lewis play defensive mid but not left back? Because he plays central midfield anyway. That is, he's technically a central midfielder, really. But it does look like, is Lewis actually going over to the left-hand side? Is that actually what's happening? Captain Walker, yeah, Walker is the captain today. There is no Conte. He has had surgery recently. Little owl. You never touch the owl. Don't touch the owl. But yeah, let's have a look. See, so immediately Lewis is tucking. So it might. I mean, it might be more like that with Lewis as like there maybe. No, but that wouldn't make sense. No, I don't care what the lineup is. I'm keeping it like this. This is how I think it should be. But immediately, yeah. Okay, wow, yeah, never mind. I'm totally wrong, and Lewis is just playing at left back, seemingly. Right. Let's see how this goes. This will be interesting. The Bruyne pen yesterday was ice cold. I still haven't caught up on the highlights from the games I didn't watch yesterday, so I need to watch Match of the Day. Because I date night yesterday. We had curry, and it was lovely. Lovely ball by Alvarez. Oh, I thought Bernardo was going to try and find Hall, and he wanted that. Here is Riyadh. Not really communicated well between Mahrez and him. And yeah, it is right, Son's just running through the middle. No one's stopping him. Oh, Jack Grealish getting back and defended. I love that. Love that. Right, so... Right, okay. Well, I guess I will change it then. Fine. Fine. It's not what I thought it was. It's not the fun formation. It's a fucking boring one. We've just put Lewis at left back. Oh, it's not as interesting. I'm upset now, Pep. You're a ball fraud. And Seb says, why can't Pep just play a normal team? It was a good run, but again, really good defensive work by Jack Grealish, who did do good defensive work in the earlier fixture between the two. So yeah, so Lewis at left back, interesting. Interesting. I mean, Pep said he can play at left back, so you know, it's a thing. But as I say, so Ake isn't going to be the overlapping, centre half. This does mean that Walker. This does mean that Walker will have more of a. Will get more game time because clearly Lewis has become Guardiola's favoured fullback, which I'm all about. And the reason why it didn't work with Cancelo was because if you got Lewis as the more offensive a midfielder, basically, you needed another fullback who's like more defensively astute. And Cancelo wasn't able to perform that role, so that's why he didn't play as much after the World Cup. It's Emerson, and Emerson's beating Rico Lewis here. Obi's got back. Well done, Rico. And he won it. Well done, mate. Well done. Lovely stuff. Oh, Jack Grealish. Beautiful calves. Ah, beautiful calves from a beautiful man. What a guy. Well, yeah, Rico Lewis has been better than Cancelo, Lucas. Cancelo's not been good this season. Which is a shame. But I still think he's the best fullback in the world. Because form does not a player make. I forgot to click my timer, so we're 3 minutes behind. My bad. I'm so organised and clever and talented. But yeah, so Lewis in left central midfield in possession. That's a foul on Bernardo. Well done. Shows him better than Lewis too. I mean, yeah, sure. He hasn't been better than Ake, though. We will say that. We will say that. And Bernardo is fouled by Højbjerg. Good play by Bernardo. Wonderful. City taking the game to Spurs so far. Do we have any stats? What if I refresh it? Do we have stats? I think he's just best fullback. Never mind left back. Why don't we have any stats? I want my cheeky stats. Al says, I don't mind if City win. They close the gap to Arsenal that way. Yes, it would be a bittersweet. Yeah, I know. I clicked the button. I clicked the button too late. But don't worry. I am actually watching it live. Like I'm actually at 3, 46, 47, 48, etc. Yeah, but I just forgot the timer because I'm an idiot. It's as simple as that. It's simply... What a tackle by Bernardo Silva to win it from Son. Pops the ball back in. Doesn't quite work out. Comes to Riyad, though. Haaland's waiting and lurking. Have a shot, Riyad. He did. It's gone behind for a corner, has it? Yes, it has. DR asks, you know how Lewis is a midfielder in possession? Why not play him there instead of Bernardo or someone else and then bring Laporte in? Because out of possession, he's still a fullback, DR. The idea is that you've got, it's a 3-2-5, so you play Rodri and Rico Lewis in the central midfield slots, which is what's still happening today because Lewis is still, even though he's at left back, he's still inverting to central midfield. That's a very deep one by Grealish, but Ake's on his own. And Akanji straight into the ball of Lloris, hands of Lloris, sorry. Ake had so much space in the back post. I thought he may have tried to go for like a header there or something. I don't know, like a header on goal himself. It actually turned out to be quite a good corner from Grealish, but City weren't able to do anything with it. What a shame. And Bernardo's picked it up here, and here is Erling Haaland. And get out there. I want him to be braver on his right foot there. That's what brilliant work by Bernardo Silva. That should be a corner, I think. Well done. Well done. Bernardo Silva's done about 3 times now where he slid in and somehow won the ball. His defensive capabilities is highly, criminally underrated. Criminally underrated. He's actually unique as a footballer, like in this modern era. I can't really think of anyone who does what Bernardo Silva does. That's why it'd be such a shame when you leave City, like probably at the end of the season. Here is, that was Alvarez with the shot, and well, good foul, Alvarez, good foul. Yeah, stop the counter attack. The Spurs fans were deadly quiet, and then as soon as there was an even slim chance of a counter attack, it was come on. So you know exactly how they're going to play. Anything important happen? No, not yet, KX. Nothing important yet. Apart from learning that Lewis is playing at left back today, I guess. But so, yeah. But apart from that, no, nothing has happened. And yeah, Rice was very good yesterday. He was. Oh, nice, Lewis. Nice feet. Nice feet. Love that. Love Lewis's hair, by the way. We need to give him a better number, though. I don't like the number 82. Can we give him, like, a better number? Maybe not the number 7 that Cancelo's left, but something. If we could just, you know, as I say, I don't know what. But something nice. You like 82, says Jack. Why? I know that Foden likes his 47. I don't... You know, I'm a man of tradition. It's good pick-up play by Haaland. It's just a nice number. I don't know, if you're going to have an 80, make it 88 so it's divisible by loads. Loads of things. Oh, nice flick on by Walker. This has been all City so far. Alvarez, nice. Oh, Riyad just couldn't quite take that into his grasp. Bernardo tries to pick it up. It's been good so far from City. Goodbye, Lucas. My brain's trying to figure out why Leeds versus United at 8 on a Wednesday isn't on Sky. When there's nothing else on. Yeah, that is weird. Kane's offside, lol. That's very weird. Trying to think. I don't know, because I was going to say maybe they don't want to, like, you know, like pay for it or whatever because it's not a big game. But Leeds versus United, that's, you know, that's, in terms of a name, that's quite large. Oh, yeah, I don't know that one, KX. Casimir's red card's idiotic, says Lucas. I'm hearing people saying it wasn't red, but it was because he strangled the lad. I've only seen the image of him getting strangled, which did look like a penalty. Sorry, a red card. So I haven't looked at the whole incident yet. I will be catching up on that tonight before the podcast, which we'll record tomorrow. Guimaraes was in the stands being a Rice fan. That's how scared he was. Not sure about that one. To be honest, DR. Wait, what are you going to do when Rice eventually leaves, like, West Ham, probably at the end of the season, DR? Like, how are you going to cope? Are you going to become just like a Declan Rice fan? Edison with the clip into Haaland. Really nice. Well done. Love that. Bringing Grealish into the game. Saud, yeah, got you 4-0. Look at Grealish progressing the play. Ah, I love it. Kyle Walker. There's bodies in the box here for City. How on the nerve, says Rahinha. Yeah, I mean, well, to be honest, I sort of like a couple weeks ago, I sort of like had like a mental acceptance that Arsenal were going to win the league. So I'm relatively chilled out. If City want to win the league, they have to win today. But as I say, I sort of mentally checked out in this title race. I sort of thought, right, well, Arsenal are just going to win. To be honest, it's the hope that kills you. I hate watching Spurs play football, says KX. Oh yeah. It's not fun viewing, is it? And you just think that with the quality of players they have, or done Haaland again, you think with the quality of players that they have that they would be able to play like more intricate, pretty offensive football, but they just don't. That's just weird to me. It's weird to me. I say you've got Kane, Klishevsky, Son. It's like, nah, we'll just camp. It's like, okay. Spencer Skamaka also leaves, and Moyes is still in the job. I have two options: support whoever Rice goes to, or kill myself. Amazing. I guess you could become a Skamaka merchant. I mean, you're already becoming one, aren't you? To be fair, with the Nunez chat. I can hear the non-existent City fans. There must be some pretty good speakers at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. He's CR38 now, isn't he? He's CR38 nowadays. Happy birthday if you're watching this stream, Ronnie. I know you are. I know you are. Yeah, we talk. We talk. Jack Grealish. Oh, sorry, so that's not Grealish. It's Bernardo. Never mind. I always get them confused because, according to Mrs. Nobbins, they're the two City players with the best bums in the team. You know, that's a fact. Alvarez trying to cause a nuisance, but it is a Spurs throw. I don't think I gave a score prediction, but I have predicted 1-0. I think I predicted that a couple of days ago, so I will go 1-0. Although my exact prediction was Foden clips it to Haaland, who plays it to Grealish, and Foden is injured still. So that definitely can't happen, sadly. But if Bernardo can do a similar thing, then that'd be nice. That would be great. Still any masterclasses, KX? Yeah, I can't remember the exact circumstances of Conte's surgery. Is it a gallbladder? Gallbladder? I mean, I'm guessing he's the assistant, KX, but I don't know. I would imagine he's the assistant, but I do not know the answer to that. To be honest with you. If we're being honest, I think I am. I don't know the answer. Right, Spurs trying to play out from the back. Think he has A's. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay. Yeah, Spurs trying to play out from the back. Do they know who they are? Do they remember? Like, even then, they're not asked about losing the ball. Like, look at how like passive they are. It's so interesting. It's annoying because it's probably gonna work. When conceded, yeah, what a W. Yeah, Al, what are your thoughts on the Oh, Bernard, why have you lost it there? What are your thoughts on the way Spurs play? Like, given the offensive talent you do have, do you think it's like a wasted opportunity? Do you care? Do you think it's fine as long as you get results? Let me know. Oh, I thought Lewis was going to have a shot then. Ends up pinging it out to Mahrez instead. Walker now with the ball into... Oh, Grealish. That's apparently a foul. Okay. Interesting. It's boring but works. But is it working this season, Owl? That's the question. Emerson actually did some relevant defending there, I think. I don't know why that's a foul. Okay, I guess it sort of is. Emerson injured. Advantage Spurs. I think he'll be fine. Every single opportunity today, Spurs players will be, even though they're at home, Spurs players will be lying down, trying to waste time. As I say, even though they are at home and drawing. So I'm sure that Spurs will be... They'll have been informed that we'll take a draw, 100%. I wonder how that conversation works in a dressing room. Like, is that a little bit demoralizing? So, yeah, guys, we're just going to play for a draw. I can't believe Emerson scored a goal against City. Was that the first or the second one? I think it was the second, was it? Yeah, that was where Kane did quite well. But, I mean, Rodri should have done better. Hello, Hertz. How are we doing? Yeah, well, they should just get... Every time Emerson scores against you, you should get, like, a points deduction, shouldn't you? Of, like, I don't know, 27. Something like that. What number is Emerson? He's number 12, right? So you should get a 12-point deduction every time he scores against you, or gets like an assist against you. Oh, Rodri, what have you done? That's a goal. Rodri, what you doing, man? What's happening? It's deja vu. It's the exact same thing. We do a stupid, unforced error against Spurs. What's happening? That was not the ball, Rodri. What are you thinking? Oh, this is such AIDS, because now they're just going to be even more defensive. And he's broken the record as well. Thanks to Rodri. Rodri was just like, yeah, we'll help him break the record. What you doing, mate? There's no need. This is the most unforced error you've ever seen. I just don't get that. Rodri needs to start making mistakes, though. I feel like he's been doing it loads. The issue is, it's not a number of mistakes. The issue is they're very high-profile mistakes. So, the Everton game, for example, when he gave the ball away for zero reason, the challenge against Kane, where he just didn't win the ball for like no reason. There, again, that ball to Lewis is not on. It's not available. There's no way you should be passing it there. Rodri, of all people, should know that. I've no idea. Yeah, that's just moronic. Again, that's got nothing to do with structure. It's got nothing to do with system. It's got nothing to do with Spurs playing well. That's just Rodri being dumb for no reason. Hello, football always. No, we just got Rodri, I think. I just... Why? Why do that? Yeah. Don't understand. City embarrassing defensively, but it's not a defense. That wasn't a defensive issue, Seb. That was a passing issue. There was nothing wrong with how City was set up there. It was absolutely fine. All Rodri had to do was pass it, or to pass it to an available player, or if that option isn't on, punt it out. It's not hard. It's really not hard. For some reason, he thought that ball was on, and it wasn't, and it's a really terrible start. City were much the better side at the start, and yet they found themselves one goal down due to a stupid individual error. We ain't beating Spurs ever, says Rahina. City already regret written Cancel. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. A good tackle by Bernardo again. Oh dear, Rodri. Why do you do this to thee? Cheers for the FPL points. Brilliant. Here is Lewis now picking it up. He's got Grealish in support. Finds him now. Here is Jack. So already my 1-0 prediction's gone. Rodri, do a competent pass this time. Thank you, mate. Yeah, Rodri's been weird. He's been brilliant overall, but then he just makes like the occasional really high-profile error. And it's like, I don't really know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing, mate. But there we go. It's a shame. Because now the crowd are going. So it means that City have shot themselves in the foot twice. What a shame. What a darn shame. Right. Here we go. In before the Haaland doesn't score today, Spurs win 1-0. And everyone goes, oh, that goal was created because Haaland was on the pitch. No, we're not doing that. It's simply not happening. What's that N mean, Hurts? Oh, you asked me Messi or Ronaldo? Messi. Not even a question. Not even a question. That's better by Rodri. An actual good ball forwards. Have a shot, Bernardo. And it's... Yeah, have a better shot than that, though, please. That was lucky, but they all count. Oh, yeah, of course. It's just from a City perspective, it's a shame because you start the game much better. And then, for no reason, you make the game much harder for yourself. I know it is, Matt. I know it's because I started it 3 minutes later than I should have done. That's my error. I take after Rodri. Right. Dear me. So this won't change how Spurs play at all. I mean, you saw they were already defending and getting everyone back when it was 0-0. So just imagine that, but even more so at 1-0 to them. That's a good ball. Forces the throw in. Well done, Edison. Emerson intercepting Edison. There's Kevin on the bench. Will he be introduced at some point? I was just listening to what Neville and Carragher were saying. Kane's on my bench for Ivanson. I think my bench is a mess. I can't actually remember who. I can't remember what I've got, but I know it's a mess. I know that much. Rodri's got to win that, and he does that time. Well done, Rodri. That's good by Haaland. Well done. He's done some good hold-up play so far. Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you, Football Always. We're out here. We're chilling. I mean, I'd be doing better if City weren't losing, but in general, I'm doing well. Currently working on what I think will be a very good YouTube video explaining why England's golden generation failed. There will be I mean, if you're a channel member, you'll already know this. But there will be a featured appearance by someone. So that's exciting. I might do some work on that video after this game, actually, depending on how I'm feeling, depending if I'm feeling cheeky or not. Hello, Jeffrey. Speaking of channel members, I mean, Jeffrey, you'll know who the collab's with if you go into the member section. How you doing, Jeffrey? Look at your beautiful name badge. It's gold. Ah, love it. I love it. Ow. The man, the myth, the legend. Good foul by Grealish. Well done. Well done, Grealish. Doing his defensive work brilliantly there. Nice. I put it on the channel members one because it's a YouTube video. But yeah, Football Always, how are you? How are you? Football Club World Cup has started. Has it? I thought it had already happened, to be honest. Oh, God. I thought it had already happened, I can't lie. Hello, Drill City are the new Liverpool. I'm not sure about that, Drill. Aren't Liverpool in 9th? Aren't they in 9th? Speaking of memberships, if you are watching on YouTube, you can either click the little join button or there's a link in the video description if you'd like to support the channel. Oh, that's nearly lovely by Bernardo. In fact, oh, if only Bernardo could have got on the end of that, that would have been brilliant. Liverpool are 10th. Oh, sorry, I thought they were in 9th. Oh, it's even worse than I thought. Never mind. That's lovely by Lewis. Well done. And he's fouled. That's... Oi, why aren't you playing advantage, you prick? I don't give a shit about the yellow cards. This, you're in a really good position there. What a knobhead. What a paedophile this referee is. Members aren't available in Iraq. What aids? I don't know why I didn't play advantage either, Kicks. That's really annoying. It is a bad challenge. I don't know why, but Lewis gets really badly fouled a lot, and I don't know why. That's a really good move. I don't know why that's... I don't know why it's been stopped there. I mean, isn't that just like basic refereeing? He's already got 7 yellow cards this season. Deary me. Deary me. Can't go further than the ref yesterday who literally punched our player. What? Drill, I definitely never said that, but I definitely didn't even say the footballing interpretation of that. Exactly, Owl, exactly. But it's not even like that was a half sort of City were advancing. No, the move was still progressing. That's so odd. It's Andy Madley. See, I don't really know many referees' names. I know their faces more so. Terrible free kick by Mahrez, and I don't know why he overly committed there. God, this is just counter-attack FC at this point. Unbelievable defensive work by Jack Grealish. That's mad. That is mad. Well done. Kulishevsky gave away a foul. Grealish is our best left back. No caps, as Jack. He's, yeah, I feel like recently he's actually upped his defensive game as well. There was a really good challenge he made in the game against Spurs, where he got back and challenged them. KX, no. 2-0, says Drill. What game's that in? Oh, Haaland picked it up and dribbled past a man. You won't hear me say that often. Why is the game so scrappy, asks Seb? Because Spurs want it to be scrappy. It's in Spurs' interest to make the game scrappy, so to delay it and shithouse. And if you're a 0-0, I'd sort, that'll be less annoying. But it's the fact that City gave away a stupid goal that's really annoying. It's a perfectly scrappy game, says Owl. And here is Jack. Nice, gets away from his man. Bernardo now. Looking in with his little feet. Interesting. Pep playing two players more known for progressive carries than passes. If anyone's interested in that. Just give the ball to Haaland. Oh, we're going... Akanji, why are you going back, mate? City being their own worst enemies here. Allowing Spurs to try to come out. But if you come out to try to press Ederson, you are leaving space. Don't... Oh, okay, that's... Okay, good. Whoa! That's a yellow. That's a yellow. Thank you, little paedophile. Dirty nonce, Romero. Yeah, Haaland's dropping in much more than usual. That was a bad challenge by Romero. That's so bad. Bro's showboating. He's not showboating, Al. He's just progressing play. That's what he does. Hello, Matt. I find it mad how our 4 best left-backs over the last 5 years have been a central midfielder, an attacking midfielder, a right-back, and a centre-half. I know, Matt, yeah. And that's why the Mendy injury was such a shame, because he started out so good. Like, the first sort of, like, 5, 6, 7 games he played for City, he was brilliant. But forwards and back. And then he got the ACL, and that was the end of that. That's a foul on Lewis. What? What are you doing, referee? Is that not a foul on Lewis? What? What is going on? What is happening? Kane, can you piss off, mate? It's not your ball. That was weird. That was really weird. Anyway. Good interception by Perisic. Bernardo trying to find Alvarez. Can we substitute refs? Well, I'm of the opinion... it's a bad ball. It's a bad touch by Akanji, and it's now, again, based off nothing, it's allowed Spurs to have another chance. Here is Son. Close him down, lads. Come on. Look at Perisic. He's got so much space. Can someone please close that? Good work by Grealish. I'm of the view that if the Premier League is the richest, it's the best, it's the best league in the world. It's the richest league in the world. Go sign some refs. Like, clearly the standard of refereeing in this country ain't all that. Was it the most recent World Cup or the one before where we had like no English refs or something because we're so shit? Something like that. What, you know, let's go out and sign some good ones. No idea what the call was there. I thought it was a foul by Lewis because he was lying over the ball. I thought the Lewis was foul because I thought it was pushed onto the ball, to be honest. I don't even know if the ref knew what he was doing. Good defensive header by Grealish. Walker just punts it. That's what you should have done, Rodri. Cardiff desperately need a left-back and striker. Greenwood, Mendy, the dream lineup. I can see Greenwood playing football somewhere, but it won't be in the Premier League. It'll be somewhere like in China or, you know, where they don't care. Rodri, where are you, my man? Where are you? I'm not accusing anyone of racing, but I find it mad there's no black refs in the Prem, says KX. I've never really thought about it. Maybe there's an issue of recruitment at the grassroots level. I don't know. Most recent World Cup, we had 2 English refs. Those 2 refs are rated in the top 10 in the world by FIFA. Really? God. God. Oh, Walker, that ball was so easy to read, man. How have you not read that? You got done by Emerson, of all players. I'm not happy with that by Walker. A good defending by Ake. Well done. Making up for Walker's mistake there. Winner videos back, asks football always. Good question. I mean, to be fair, what was the most recent one? That was the Wolves one. That was only like a week or so ago. I mentioned that I'm currently working on a video. That's apparently fouled by Alvarez. And, yeah, so hopefully it'll be soon. Hopefully it will be soon. That's very soft, but it's been given. That's all that matters. This game screams KDB to me, says KX. Ugh, I've got a bit bunged up nose. You're playing Saudi Arabia because they'll be encouraging him to do it there, says Seb, yeah. Well, exactly. That's what I think. It'll be in some it'll be that sort of setup. Because I'm sure Robinho actually got convicted for like a similar thing, and he just carried on playing football because they weren't able to extradite him. One ball over the top, lads. That's too easy. Good block by Ake. Good defending by Walker. But that's too easy. One ball over the top between the two centre-halves. You got to do better there. Rodri, can you stop giving away the ball in midfield? It's really upsetting me. Really upsetting me. That'd be wonderful if you could stop doing that. This game's a circus act, says Seb. Yes, City have not... they've not been good since the goal. I think it's fair to say. They were fine before the goal. And then Rodri made a mistake, and now City can't really get back into the game. Oh, thank you. Can't speak. Thank you so much for the Euro tip, football always. You're from Ireland, aren't you? Is that right? Because I was thinking, I was like, wait, why is it a Euro? But it's because you're from Ireland. Thank you so much, mate. What a beautiful man you are. If you do want your tips to go somewhere in the future, you're more than welcome to become a channel member. You get a little loyalty badge next to your name. You get exclusive emotes, and your name badge appears in gold on the stream, which is very cool. City's been better. We just have a good counter. Oh yeah, overall, but you know the game's sort of gone away from City. I love you too, football always. You're a beautiful man. You're a beautiful man. Thank you so much for the Euro, man. I appreciate it. David Silva, Sergio Aguero, Vincent Company. What about themselves? Shall we bring them on? Will some of our final sales 3 points behind City again if they lose this? Indeed. Indeed. And it's a shame because Arsenal literally lost yesterday, and you've got to, I know it's a hard game against Spurs, but if you're going to lose to Spurs, don't make it something stupid like the goal they gave away. Because that's silly. It's not a good ball again. Stop giving it away in midfield. It's upsetting me. Here's Bernardo. Haaland ghosting into the box. Jack Grealish. Crosses in. Cleared away by Davis. Mahrez beating Son. Perisic clearing it. Spurs isn't a hard game. Oh, it is. Especially at their ground, it is. Especially with the way City play, it is. I'd say, if anything, Spurs is probably the worst team for City to play against based on how they play. It used to be like Klopp's Liverpool, and now I think it's actually in Conte's Spurs by the virtue of how they play. Oh, shut up. Oh, Højbjerg's down here. I'm assuming he's fine. Oh, Grealish is down. He won't be fine if he's down. By KFC, says DR. Brilliant. And I blame Pep, says KX. I'm sure Højbjerg's fine. He's got like a little impact thing. The Grealish one's a bit more concerning because he went down off the ball, I think. Rodri, he had so many options there. He could have punted it. He could have spun and gone to the right. He could have played it straight to Ederson. Why did he play it to Lewis? That was never the ball. Never the ball. Terrible. Terrible. Get Schumacher on. Who? What? Michael Schumacher? Isn't he in a coma? Is he still going or what? I don't know the full situation there. Oh, it was very good work by Højbjerg, Owl, absolutely. It just should never have happened. Oh, he's the Plymouth manager. Oh, right. Oh, I see. Oh. I think Grealish might be going off here, which would be very upsetting. Please be okay, Jack. His little baby hips in pain. I thought that was Pep. It's just another bald City member of staff. Who are you? Schumacher's Gerrard, if Gerrard was a world-class coach. Apparently he's gotten slightly better, but he can't talk. Well, that's very upsetting. That's very upsetting. His health's private, still alive. That's all we know. Yeah, it's a shame. It's very, very upsetting. Was it a skiing accident? I think Grealish might be okay. He's coming back onto the pitch. And Højbjerg's coming on to us. So that was just a bit of time wasting for no reason. Nice, nice, nice. His son is Wank. Oh. Oh, yeah. I think like when we watched the F1 watch-alongs, I was like, oh, it's Schumacher. Lloris punting it out to no one there. Classic Lloris. Classic. If I'm a Spurs fan, what I'm thinking, let's assume that Pedro Porro is good enough. The front three is good. Porro, Bentancur, Højbjerg is good enough. I think Romero's good enough. It's just the goalkeeper. I think Spurs need a goalkeeper. They need 2 centre-halves, at least. And they might need a left wing-back as well. I don't know if Perisic or Sessegnon are that good. Really. I mean, Sessegnon's still young, give him time and whatnot. But at the least, it's a goalkeeper and 2 centre-halves, isn't it? Pedro Porro is literally better than Hakimi. Interesting. That's a good tackle by Davis. Got to win that, Alvarez. Why didn't you play it forwards? Why did you go through your legs? That was a weird play. But it has been all very... not last-ditch by Spurs. I guess it has been last-ditch by Spurs, really. Alvarez is running through now. Tried to find Haaland. That wasn't the ball. Lewis slipped. And this is where Spurs can counter. Akanji had to win that ball. It was a strong but fair challenge. You've got to get up, Kulusevski. You're not injured, mate. Get up. That was a very good challenge by Akanji. Just because it's strong doesn't mean it's a foul. Bernardo wants runners. There are none. Mahrez. So, look at how deep Son is here. Mahrez, not really. The clip isn't on. Grealish wanted it played over there. He's not going to get it. Walker's going to... There's a Spurs player on the floor here, and it's apparently a foul. Okay, that's upsetting. Alvarez, when defenders don't deflect his shit attempts at shooting. Whoa, DR, do not disrespect Julian. He's given that. That's embarrassing. He's given that. What is this referee's problem? If anything, there was a foul on Haaland by Romero. What the fuck was that? What am I watching? Oh, dear. Anyway, well, that attack's dead. Oh. Pen IMO, says Seb. Bernardo tried to whip it, but it's a good block. Red card for everyone, even the fans, says Seb. Jack says the referee reeks. Even Martin Tyler, just everyone, yeah. Just what? Just make it, just void the match, to be honest. Void it. Ba, 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 da, da, ba, ba. That's a foul on Mahrez. I think Harv said someone's going to get sent off this game, and it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if like a City player lost his rag in like the 85th minute and just like popped off and got a second yellow for, you know, being, what's the word? Oh, Lewis, that's not the ball that was needed. It was nice work. Oh, but he's won it back, and then he's lost it again. Oh, Lewis, why'd you do this to me? And now Son's in. No, he's not, because Akanji is back defending. Well done. What? What? I don't know what just happened there. Can someone explain what happened there? This referee is on crack. What is what is happening? No, and it's annoying because in these games, when you're up against Spurs, who, let's be honest, and Owl, I know you're a Spurs fan, but I'm sure you'll agree, and maybe you'll embrace it, but Spurs are very shithousey, and especially against City, they will time waste and they will go down easily, especially in these games where it's incredibly frustrating. You've got the decisions have to be spot on from a City perspective, because otherwise it just gets too frustrating to watch. So the fact that that is coupled with how AIDS is being greffed, I just can't. I'm just upset. It's apparently a good foul, a good tackle. I thought that was maybe a foul by Kanji, to be honest. Why didn't you play in Grealish, man? Mahrez. Oh. Have a shot. Oh, needing way more power on that from Rodri. If you get the foul score right, become a member, says Owl. Says Football Always, sorry. Do I say it with what, my heart? With my heart or my head? I'd love to say 2-1 City. Do I think City are going to score? Jack says we aren't scoring. Yeah. Although I did think that when we were 2-0 down and then we scored 4. Hey, I tell you what, I'm gonna 1-0 Spurs. That's what it's gonna be. 1-0 Spurs. That's what I think. Football Always. I mean, that way, to be fair, if City drop 3 points, then at least it means that Football Always becomes a member and gets to enjoy some lovely perks. So it's win-win-win. You know what I mean? Well, it's not win-win-win. It's sort of like lose, not really. Hauling into Jack Grealish. Shot's not on. Oh, it was not too far off, actually, but it's not. I don't think that was the desired effort from Grealish. It's not what I wanted there. He just needs to get better at that. If that's something he's going to consistently do, cut inside and shoot, he's got to improve his finishing. That's what I will say about Jack. I mean, it's a tricky angle, but yeah, that's probably why I thought you shouldn't have gone for the shot. So it's actually a bit closer than I thought it was. But yeah. Relegate the fucker to Year 5 PE. In it, Football Always, yeah. Cheeky deal. Why is there an overload here? Akanji got to win that, and he did. Well done. That should be a City throw-in. A City goal kick, sorry. What? Really? Okay. Let's have a look at this. Okay, yeah, it's fine. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. And Spurs with a corner. Can they make it 2-0 before half-time? Just like the game in the Etihad. Looks like it came off at the same time. Yeah, it's a tricky one, Owl. It's a tricky one. Perisic popping it in. Edison punches. Why is no one closing the second ball from Perisic? Alvarez allows it to come in amazingly. And that's going to be second goal, is it? Oh, blocked. And cleared away. Dearie me. How would you not clear it away, City? Come on now. Jeffrey asks, why is the third kit red with black? Well, Jeffrey, this all goes back to the 1968 season when we sported the red and black stripes for the first time. And the thought process of Malcolm Allison, who was the assistant manager / coach, was that, because that was when AC Milan were doing absolute bits. So the idea was that it will inspire City to play like AC Milan. And City won the title that year. So I guess, you could say it worked. And that was their golden era, to be fair, wearing that away kit. I'm playing shit right now. Well, that's why they've gone for the diagonal, Seb. As I say, this was the late 60s and the 70s. And every now and then, like sort of like every few years, there will be another reiteration of the red and black. So, for example, this was in the 11-12 season, the one I'm wearing right now. So that's why, Jeffrey. Hopefully that was an interesting answer to your question. Forced rush ball for no reason by Rodri, who's not, yeah, he's not having a good game. Come on, Rodri, sort yourself out. Sort yourself out, mate. Get good. Do good. Is Fatty Phillips on the bench? He is. I'm only joking. I'm only joking, guys. Who spiked my defensive midfielder in it? Yeah, it's not gone well for him so far. Epstein did... Oh, Seb, what the fuck? I feel like City needs someone who's just going to bang it in from 40 yards. Yeah, the way City have approached this one, I think that you probably should take... Even though Bernardo's played really well, I think Alvarez has actually been quite ineffective. Sadly, City aren't playing how I thought they were going to play. So I think what you've got... I think what should happen is I think Alvarez should come off for KDB at half-time. As I say, Alvarez has been largely ineffective. I thought we were going to do what we did in the second half, where we were just more direct, cause chaos, win second balls, but it hasn't really happened. So that would be the change I would make. A cheeky Fernandez cameo. Bernardo popped it across his man, but then wasn't in there. Rodri won it back, though, really well. Alvarez, oh, no, he got to be more decisive there. He didn't know whether to shoot or find Grealish. Now he's found Grealish, but it's too late. Ball in by Grealish. Could fall to Mahrez here. Oh, it's the crossbar. That deserved a goal. Oh, what a goal that would have been. Oh, it's one of those days, lads. It's one of those days. Oh, that deserved a goal, man. Will I play Minecraft with you? Yeah, if you're an upload Fire Seb, I will. Absolutely. Ah. What a shame. And that did come from Rodri recycling the ball. Right, will there be one more chance? Never mind, it's gone for a throw. I hate this team so much, says Jack. We've missed a penalty at this stadium, and now we've rattled the crossbar. It was a nice play by Grealish. It found its way to Mahrez. Josh, thank you so much for following the Twitch. Oh, dearie me. It's just looking like one of those days, isn't it? What a shame. I'm not aiming for any number of subscribers football always. Because I don't actually have an interest in subscriber counts. I have an interest in other metrics. Half time. 1-0 to Spurs. We've missed 2 penalties, have we? I know we missed the Aguero one in the Champions League. Have we missed another one? When was the other game, Seb? I mean, City haven't been great, but I don't even know what. As I said, I don't really know what to think in terms of the overall play. Has actually been okay, because City have exactly football always. The overall play has actually been all right. Like, it hasn't been unbelievable, but you are against Spurs at Spurs, so it's not, you know, it's not going to be free flowing, amazing, excellent football. I think City have been the better team. City have also rattled the crossbar, and the only reason they've conceded is because of a stupid individual error that had nothing to do with how the team has been set up or anything. So I'm not actually... hello, Kick. How you doing, mate? I like your dog profile picture. Oh, Sterling in the 1920 season. Oh, I can't even remember that. I probably blocked out the 1920 season, to be fair. So, I'm not too annoyed about the performance. It's not been an inspired, but... It might sound weird. I feel like Lewis has the ball too much. He isn't creating anything. It's a good shout, KX. Yeah, because you are right. He's not really a creator. From the games I've seen him play, I do feel like he does need to release the ball to those who do the creating much sooner. Maybe. Grish playing great defensively. He is indeed, Kick. I totally agree. What I would from a City perspective, what I would do is take off Alvarez, who I think has been ineffective, and I would bring on Kevin. Because even though Kevin's having an odd season where I still think he's been the best midfielder in the league overall because of how unbelievable he is when he's unbelievable. But sometimes he just drops really weird performances. But even if he does drop like a stinky second half, let's say, he's still more than capable of one ball and getting an assist immediately in like the key moment. So I would bring on Kevin, and I probably wouldn't really change anything else. Odegaard has been brilliant football always, but yeah, but if we're doing it across the whole season, I still would have Kevin as the number one if we were averaging it out across the whole season. But that is my take. That is my take. What did I say? Well, I said 1-0 before a ball was kicked, but I did say that to City. That hasn't happened. I've now revised my prediction to 1-0 to Spurs. I hope it doesn't happen. But it's... I mean, it's literally been a perfect first half for Spurs. City, you know, they haven't had to do anything. They've just taken advantage of one stupid, foolish... one stupid and foolish City error. And again, I keep saying it, guys. That's the reason why City are dropping silly points in the Premier League this season. It's got nothing to do with system. It's got nothing to do with formation or structure. It's all to it's maybe not all, but it's primarily to do with really weird individual errors. In fact, let's have a look at the games that City have dropped points in this season. Let's try to identify the moments. Have a look, see. Hashtag Pep Outs as halved, shut up. It's Spurs, though. City will end up winning to football always. I hope you're right. Let's take a look, see, shall we? So the Newcastle... So the first game City dropped points was 3-0. We'll get to the phone in, guys. Don't you worry about it. Just let me finish off this point here. So the first game was 3-0 against Newcastle. Well, first of all, Newcastle have been very good this season, so there's no shame in dropping points there. What if we're talking about the mitigating circumstances / errors, I thought Walker had one of the worst games I've seen him have, and I think even was Cancelo liable for the second goal. I can't quite recall. So that happened. I know the Palace game we won, but the 2 goals we conceded were just like freak weird goals. The Aston Villa one, that wasn't actually to do with bad defending. That was to do with I think Gundogan or Bernardo had a tap in and they just didn't convert it. Where else did City drop points? The 1-0 against Liverpool, that was Cancelo. Just a moment of madness from him. The Fulham game we should have dropped points in. That was from Cancelo getting red carded. But Haaland saved the day with a penalty. The Brentford game, that was a terrible defensive display by Akanji with those errors in those goals. Just couldn't beat Tony in the air ever. The 1-1 against Everton, Rodri giving the ball away in midfield for no reason. The Southampton game, I know it wasn't in the league, but Ortega and Gomez with 2 individual errors. The United one's a bit of a question mark because there was a very, very big mitigating circumstance in there. Less said about that, the better. And that's about where we are up to in terms of the games that City have failed to win in. Losing to Liverpool's worse than losing to Bournemouth, to be honest. Well, that was the thing as well. Liverpool actually had a good game in that game, and Gomez actually had a good game for once. But the main thing I say was the 0-0 was probably a fair result, but Cancelo decided to make it 1-0. And Andrea asks, how are we doing today? I'd be doing better if City weren't losing, Andrea, but they are, so it's a big shame. But guys, we're heading over to Knob Talk. It is Knob Talk. It's the Noblet phone in. This is where I speak to my Noblets, hence it being called the Noblet phone in, because you speak on a phone. If you want to learn more about the how to become a Noblet and the Patreon, what perks you can get, in addition to supporting me directly, which is lovely, allows me to continue making this content for you guys, They're all being presented to you on the left in a lovely slideshow, so feel free to peruse that at your pleasure. Is that Liam burping in the background?
It is.
Okay, excellent stuff. How you doing?
Doing great.
Wonderful. TTV says, boo. Gomez having good games and heard of. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Yeah, he decided to have one good game in his, for like however many years, and it came against City. Have you been watching this game, Liam?
Yeah, I have.
What have your overriding thoughts been so far?
I must say, Man City are really not the same without Raheem Sterling.
What? In case you guys,
being a rival fan about Mane, that's all.
In case you guys don't know, somehow Liam's a Liverpool fan who notoriously does not like Sterling. Carry on, Liam. Carry on.
No, you're shit though.
All right, tell me more.
You're worse than us.
I agree.
We could beat Spurs away.
What position are Liverpool in the table again?
First.
Are you looking at the table from 2020?
We're top of the bottom half. That's all that matters.
I've never heard that saying. That's great. So wait, is it 10th? Do we establish you're in 10th?
Yep.
No, that means you're bottom of the top half.
Fuck.
You've got to be 11th, haven't you, to be top of the bottom half, you fraud.
Alright, well, when Aston Villa win their next game,
yeah, and you go down to 11th, yeah.
We'll win the
Villa have Arsenal, mate.
table league title.
What was that, DR?
Aston Villa have Arsenal. You're gonna stay bottom, mate.
There you go.
Oh, they'll win.
Hello, Ogbean. Opinions on Evan Ferguson? Guys, who's that?
Got his Achilles snapped by Fabinho. That's my opinion.
Oh, that's not very nice.
The Brighton youngster, isn't it?
Oh, right. I don't know enough about him. Football always says we're winning the bottom half. The score is currently 1-0 to Spurs TTV, courtesy of a silly Rodri error. But yeah, anyway, Liam, go on. You were talking about the match, yeah?
It's very boring.
It has. Well, it's Spurs away. What do you expect?
Yeah, but we made it look interesting when we went there.
So what
made it a bit of a ball fest.
Right. Okay, interesting. Do you not think it's Spurs who've made it boring because all they're doing is defending and get everyone behind the ball and then counter-attacking?
I'd say they've been the more exciting side.
Facts.
They've had more exciting moments.
Right, but that's because they've barely had any of the ball, so when they have had the ball, it looks exciting.
But they're exciting me.
Okay, of course they are.
City are not exciting me. So
no. So what? So what's the conclusion?
The conclusion is that, well, just like Mane leaving, like, ruined Liverpool, City really missed Sterling and Jesus as well.
Right. Even though Grealish and Mahrez have been like quite good this match and overall this season, do you still want to maintain that stance?
Sterling is a huge miss. He's such a huge miss.
Okay. Ogbean says, did you hear City are interested in someone called Ogbean? So are Dortmund with Real Madrid. He's a really interesting youngster. Who does he play for? Ogbean.
Doesn't he play for Rotherham?
Huh?
Doesn't he play for Rotherham?
I don't know. I've never heard of him. That's why I'm asking. I mean, to be fair, Bellingham played for Birmingham. So, you never know. Maybe he's another one of those. But I've never heard of him, to be honest. But let me know more about that. Oh, yeah, the mighty Rotherham. There you go. Well, Liam, I'm impressed. How did you know that?
I watch Championship, mate.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Sometimes I watch it.
What's
That's what we're going to be playing next season,
the most
mate.
recent
scout out the competition?
What's the most recent Rotherham game you watched? I didn't know you watched the Championship.
2 years ago.
Brilliant. Hello, LFC_Zone10. How you doing? As I said, I'm also joined by DR. Hello, DR.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good, mate. How about you?
Yeah, doing good. What have you made of this game? What does City need to do to change the outcome of this match in their favour?
Buy Sterling.
Okay.
First of all, get Alvarez out. He's a fraud.
Would you bring in De Bruyne?
No, I bring in Phillips.
Interesting.
Tidy that defense.
Okay. Right.
If you need to score goals, you bring on Phillips.
Interesting. So if you need to go forwards, you need to go backwards. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, tidy the defense so
Interesting.
Tottenham don't attack.
Okay. I mean, they're already not attacking; they're counter-attacking.
I mean, they scored.
Yeah, from Rodri being a mallard.
Yeah, so
Fucking Mallow.
Rodri for De Bruyne, mate.
Oh, football always says Ogbean's washed. All controversy.
Guys, there's a full moon.
Amazing.
I did not ask.
Hello, ESC Lone Ranger. How are you doing, mate? You say Man City for the win. Well, they're currently for the loss at this moment in time. Liam, sorry, what were you saying about there being a full moon? How is that relevant?
It just looks sick.
No, fairs.
It's really bright as well.
Excellent. So, guys, make sure to stay tuned for the full moon. Football always is buzzing about that. He's gone, yes, a full moon. He's excited.
Is
Love
it red,
that.
mate?
What's that,
Is
Dia?
it what?
Is it red?
No, why would the moon be red?
Sometimes you can have a blood moon, to be fair.
Yeah. The moon's white.
Yeah, but sometimes it can appear red.
Well, wait.
looks
The
green.
moon's not white, mate.
Oh,
It
right, okay.
is.
Yeah, it's off milk. Get it right. I'm also joined by Miz. Hello, Miz.
Yo, what are you saying?
What colour's the moon, Miz?
I don't even know.
Well, no,
Blue.
I've got to push you for a colour.
It is blue.
Right, it's blue. Interesting. Blue moon. There you go. We love that. Miz is a City fan. Confirmed.
No,
No,
I'm not. Yo, who said I'm a
there we
City
go.
fan?
I did. And what are you
Disgraceful.
eating later today, Miz? What are you eating later today?
I know.
Fair enough. And what's the final
had a
score
burger.
going to be for this game?
I'm saying
Yep.
1-1.
1-1.
Man City.
Excellent. And is Kevin De Bruyne going to see some action in the second half?
Yes, because Pep Guardiola is gonna get sacked if he doesn't.
Wow, that's staggering.
Hashtag Pep out.
Hashtag Pep out. Wow, that is mad from Miz, who's a lifelong City fan. Lone Ranger says bring De Bruyne in and bring Laporte in. I definitely agree with the De Bruyne one. Not sure if the Laporte one needs to happen. As I think it's more of a fact that Alvarez has been a little bit lost at times, which is a shame. To be honest.
I'd rather support Man United than Man City. I can't
Wow,
lie.
what a traitor. And what are you saying, DR?
I think we need to talk about you saying Lewis won't make it, mate.
Right, but that.
You need to publicly apologise to Lewis right now.
No, I don't know, because in that very same stream I said he won't make it unless he improves defensively.
He's not improved defensively,
Well, then he's not gonna make
Well, he's not
it.
going to make it then, is he?
but he's already made it.
No, he hasn't.
Well, he has. He's
No.
starting for City.
Starting for City doesn't mean you've quote made it. Loads of
Well,
players start for City.
yeah.
Nolito started for City.
Mate, Foden exists. He ain't made it shit when he starts.
Right, okay. And on that note, guys,
Foden doesn't count.
we're going to be heading off to the second half. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will speak to you all
Nobody cares.
in the second half. Goodbye. There we go, guys. That was the Noblet phone him. And there we go. I've actually remembered to click it this time. Hello, Adebolo. How you doing? Can be a mod. Maybe at some point in the future, Adebola, if you are consistently here in the chat and getting involved in the messages and welcoming new people and all that good stuff. LFC7 says, did you hear about Obafemi just scored his 100th goal for PSG? I did not hear that, LFC. I didn't hear it at all. Football always, why were you so excited about the moon being full? Wait, City have already given the ball away. What is happening? What a tackle by Walker. He's one for the future. Got all these players for the future. Well, right now in the present, City have got to buck up their ideas because they're not really taking advantage of Arsenal dropping points to Everton as it stands. Sean Dyche, look, he came in, did City a favour, and City have immediately spat in Sean Dyche's face and gone, nah, napping him. Only thing to be excited about is football always fairs. That is fair dues, honestly. Oh, United for the premises, TTV. Well, they are in the Premier League, so, you know, that's already confirmed. Is that ball actually staying in play? It is. Ake's committed. He doesn't know whether to go or stay. Akanji had to get that one right. Forced out now, and that will be a throw into Spurs. I love Munich. We need Cancelo back. Says Lanrage. I don't agree based on what he was opting to do in terms of... Oh, no, TTV, I know what you meant. I was just being cheeky. We can't have him back if he's causing disruption and disharmony in the dressing room and making it a toxic place. That cannot happen, sadly. You got to have players who... Oh, Lewis, what was that? That was terrible, Lewis. Oh my god, thank god Kane can't finish. That was really weird by Kane. You normally expect that to be in the back of the net. That was poor from Rico. Come on, mate. Sort yourself out. You hear Mason Rodriguez going to China. Wouldn't be surprised. I talked about it before. Like, it's got to be like a country that just doesn't care where he goes to. Because his English top flight career's over. His England career's over. There's no way. He is a good player alone range, absolutely. This season he hasn't been good, which is a shame. But you can't have toxic people in your dressing room, no matter how good they are. It doesn't matter if it's messy. If he's causing an overall disruption to the dressing room, can't happen. What are you saying, mate? Yeah, what? Pep is ruthless. That's why he's successful. Yeah, I agree. Who's England careers over? Greenwood. Mason. But yeah, as I say, it's a shame. I didn't want it to happen, but it has happened. Lone Rachel, thank you so much for following. Wagwan Gen... What the... Right. You know... Yeah, no, you're not. You little weirdo. Oh, it would have been so interesting to see how this game would have gone if Rodri didn't make that stupid error, honestly. This is such a hard game to judge now. Win that, Walker. Well done. Back for the second half. Wonderful, Owl. Wonderful. Oh, Lone Range, if you are new and you have followed / subscribed, let me know. What is your shoe size? Let me know your shoe size so I can write down your shoe size in the shoe size list. Nobbins dropped some game. Oh, sorry, what does that mean, mate? You get rid of the screaming when someone follows. Yes, yeah, I know you've been you have been on a long time footballers. Yeah, but hopefully you're all okay. Yes, the woo. It was just very loud. And I much prefer the new one. It's less disruptive. If you could find Lone Range, if you could figure it out and then convert it into UK size, that would be wonderful. Or if you could just pop your American size in the chat and then I'll ask someone to convert it for me. That would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. Right, City have a free kick. 40 minutes left. I'm already... At this point, I'm just expecting City to lose 1-0. To be honest. The goal went in. You don't know mine at all. That's outrageous. Ball in. Falls to Bernardo. Doesn't really take it quickly enough. Now Spurs players can come out. Yeah, go get a shoe. Lewis, that's your ball, mate. There we go. Oh, Bernardo's done well. He's up against Emerson. I expect you to do well. Sadly, football always, it doesn't work on YouTube. It should work on YouTube, but it doesn't. So yeah, sadly. It only works on Twitch. I don't know why. Yeah. I don't know. That's the thing. Yeah, footballers, what have you been up to? How are you doing? How are your studies? I'm assuming, I think you're at school or college. One of them. Maybe both. Maybe multitask. I don't know. I just don't know. There's Pep looking at his bald head. Cancelo. Lewis did well there. Popping Harry Kane. Oh, sorry. Popping Kulishevsky to the floor. Rodri, please don't give the ball away. Thank you. This is why I don't call you world class, Rodri, because sometimes that creeps into your game where you do silly things. No, it's not a scream anymore. It's me waving and doing the thing. You know, to make it more professional looking. And cool. And cool. Technically supposed to be studying for the mocks, but your streams clear well. Exactly. I mean, guys, education is important. Don't forget to revise. If you get good grades, then you can have it made. That's a little half rhyme there for you. Get good grades, you can order some maids. Boom. Smashed it. Right, here's Jack. He's got 2 men on him. Why is no one supporting him? He's trying to beat Emerson. He's won a corner for his team. Well done. Grealish just giving Emerson words. I love Grealish. I barely revised. I still got 4. Oh, you see, the numbers. The numbers. I'm a letterman myself. This game's so boring. I'm blowing smoke on the water on guitar. It has been a very boring game. It was always going to be a boring game, though. That's why I was so amazed there were 6 goals in the reverse fixture. Grealish with another deep one. It's interesting. Falls to Alvarez. He's not kept it in. Why did he just take a shot, mate? Alvarez, come on. A 4 is a C. I always forget. Higher numbers are better, I think. So a 9 is an A star. There's a 1 an A star. There is City's 3-2-5. It's very lopsided towards the right. Which makes sense because Mahrez did play very well against Spurs. That's a nice header by Rodri. Romero can prevent the corner. The 2 brothers from Ireland started today. I did not know Alcabin. I did not. But now I have because you've told me. Higher is better, so a 9 is an A star. Thank you for confirming that point. Here's Jack. Clipped in. Not really the desired clip. I'm a numbers man. Whatever you get from 100, you get told. Not an A or 4s. Yeah, well, as a percentage, to be fair. Well, at university, you do get it as a number like that. So anything from like, I think what is it, 60 to 70 is a 2-1, 70 onwards is a first, etc. What's your 70 onwards is a first? There's nothing after that. It's not like it's a first star. Nice little touch by Haaland. It's Alvarez. Play it quicker, Alvarez, my man. Play it quicker, you cheeky man, you little minx. Quicker, quicker. More tempo is needed from City. Higher tempo, not more tempo. That makes no sense. A higher tempo is needed from City. Rodri clips it. Haaland falls over. You got to get up, mate. Not happy with that. Win that. Imagine getting 100 and Village gets an A and you have the same grade. Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, that's why there's A and A start, or used to be anyway. Flicked on. Haaland can't get it. Got to win that Akanji. You've got to win that Ake. And you do, but you head it straight to Son. You're playing at. Get tighter into Kane. Stop the thingy. I agree, Owl. He should. I don't like it when players go down too easily. Because if you're down on the floor, you're not helping out the team. You're actually detrimenting it, unless you like time wasting. But that's not what City need. Oh, looks like my revised prediction of 1-0 is coming in clutch. But now they're trying to dribble. Højbjerg getting the better of him there, though. Got to stop that pass at source, guys. That's not good enough. This is what they do. This is what they do. Exactly, Owl. Exactly. And it's going to be a corner to Spurs. Lewis conceding that. I love Lewis's hair, man. What an interesting match week this will be. Liverpool lost. City are losing. Arsenal lost. Chelsea dropped points. Spurs won. Everton won. You can, Owl. I rate it. Will I be getting the Lewis cut? I definitely can't pull that off. That's an afro, isn't it? That's a technical term. Guys, look, I've got the fade and everything. Look at that. It's faded. It's a thing. I'm down with the kids. Not like a paedophile though. You know, like a, I don't know. Ben Davis got the on the target. Says, oh yeah, it was a decent chance. His Alvarez, he's trying to hold it up. Davis fouls him. This game is shit, Seb. Yeah, it is. Your hairline's rude. I don't know what that means. Kevin is coming on. I think that's the correct decision. Alvarez has been missing in this thing. Pins on Ben AFC. I have no opinions. I definitely didn't say that. What is happening? Seb, he's lying to you. Lying. I'm currently going on TikTok. Hopefully we get it back. Again, the flick-on's not required into Haaland. If you're on the Twitch, you could clip it. I didn't write. This is right. I didn't say this. What is happening? I even specified not like a pedo. That's a foul on Ake. What? How's that not a foul? What is happening? No, that's staggering to me. And annoyingly, right, okay, City won the ball back. I was going to say, annoyingly, this might come to something. That's really nice by Bernardo. Got to be careful. Bentancur's already on a yellow. Bernardo's on his own, and he loses out, I think. Yeah. Shut up, football always. Shut up. Kevin's coming on. And it's Mahrez. What? Why? Okay. I don't agree with that. Alvarez, I'm going to assume Alvarez will go to the right-hand side. Like that. I don't really know. Alvarez has been awful by that one shot, but he's getting involved in the game. That's the thing. The reason why I wanted Alvarez off is because so far he hasn't done anything. Hopefully, if he is moved to the right, he will be able to do something. If that is indeed what happens. I really hope De Bruyne isn't just shoved onto the right. That would upset me greatly. Yeah, easy, Walker. Easy, mate. Walker! That was so simple for you. What you doing? Okay, really good defending. Grealish scuffs the clearance. Rodri's got to win it, and he does. Kevin wins it. Haaland. Rodri falls over for some reason. Oh, Lewis, that's nice. Just settle down. That's a foul on Grealish. City bring Kevin off, De Bruyne off the bench. Liverpool bring Curtis Jones. Yeah, Jones is... I think it's safe to say Jones is not good enough to start for a team that wants to win the Premier League. Sevilla. Oh, gosh. These are a lot of teams. God, you got so many favourite clubs, Lone Ranger. Goodness me. De Bruyne comes on, is fouled by Dyer. Hello, I don't exist. Come on, City. Come on, City. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. There's no need to foul De Bruyne there because he overplayed it. Jones is going to start for a Premier League team. Yeah. If Curtis Jones wasn't a local lad, he wouldn't be at Liverpool. That's what I'm saying. Ake flicks it on, but it's to no one. Just wasted. Could have been a good chance, but... And Haaland's frustrated because he's not getting the service. And I can totally sympathise with him. Like, he is dropping deep and actually trying to... Oh, bloody hell, man. Really? Oh, get up, please. I've got a list with Lone Ranger. Like, for example, I've got a Copenhagen kit. It's Copenhagen in my Danish team. And if it's a foreign club, I just base it off, do I like the badge or not? Or the kit. Basically. That's too easy, Rodri. Is offside? Oh, apparently not. That's terrible from Emerson. Got to play it soon. And it's not the best ball by Kevin. Again, Haaland could have been in. But it's not. The ball isn't good enough. Shut up, football always. Walker's beaten too easily there. That's bad. Oh, God, here we go. Højbjerg. He's not got the pace, though. Ake, that's yours. Well done. Well done. Goal kick. That could have been dangerous. Thankfully, Højbjerg's slow. I think Roger should be getting a yellow card here. Yeah. Thankfully, as I say, Højbjerg is a slow man. And Ake did really well. Nice one, Nathan. I'm slow in the head. Thank you, Miz. Love you too. Emerson's having a chat with Grealish. He's holding his hand. That's nice. Don't know what the refs... What are you doing, ref? What's happening? What's happening? Oh, yeah, Rodri should be booked. This should be null and voided. Hello, Doom. For me, that should have been a yellow card on Rodri. Ake isn't... Yeah, Ake is so good. Here is Kevin. He switches it out to Jack. Here is Jack. His name is Jack. That's a foul. That's a yellow card. It's like the second or third one he's done there as well. He should... Why is he not getting booked? Why is he not getting booked, referee? Fuck, man. How many fouls is it before it's a yellow card? I thought the unofficial rule was 3. I probably should have been a yellow card in isolation. Pissing me off. Anyway. Good night, Saud. 27 minutes left. It's probably too close to do like a nice floaty ball in. I mean, De Bruyne does sometimes go for goal here from these situations. Oh, I thought it was 3 Owl. Interesting. No, he doesn't go for goal. Look at all that space! Oh! What a block off the line. Because that was going in. Porro's not on the pitch, TTV now. Let's have a look at this from Alvarez. Oh, it comes off Dyer, I think. He's buzzing about that block. It's a really good block by Dyer. Just in the right place at the right time. Yeah, I always thought it was 3 for some reason. Oh, what a shame. That was a really good chance by City. It was just a... Dyer was in the right... As I say, a Dyer with a really good block. De Bruyne does it deep. Rodri doesn't win it. Now wins it, but we've got to go backwards. What can Alvarez do? Clips it in to a Spurs defender. Can she have a shot, mate? Oh, have another shot. Now De Bruyne. Oh, it's a terrible effort. Terrible effort, Kevin. Come on, Spurs, says Luke. It's a good block by Romero. And yeah, De Bruyne should be doing better there, I think. City probably are going to lose, yeah. It's not a handball. You think City are going to tie? Well, Spurs are giving the ball away in a potentially dangerous area. But again, Rodri with a bad pass. A bad pass into Grealish. And now Spurs can counter. And if they score from this, it's because of that. That's a goal. Oh, never mind. It's a bad ball from Perisic. That could have been a tap-in for Kane. Yeah, Rodri's been poor. Rodri's been poor. Which is a darn shame. Once again, it starts from Rodri giving away the ball for no reason. What aids? What aids? And the Spurs fans, they cry in anguish going, oh dear. Romero pretending to be injured. Classic. Classic stuff. Yeah, 100% wasn't a 100% wasn't a handball. Just, you know, there's nothing he could have done about that. Well, you know, it's obviously annoying, but I wasn't really expecting Arsenal to lose to Everton. So in my head, there was always going to be a -8 deficit. So it's more annoying rather than like detrimental, I feel like. Don't know. I think City had to win this game if Arsenal didn't lose. If Arsenal lost, sorry. Soundson says Arsenal will win the Prem, no doubt. I'm still Lewis couldn't take that in control. I'm like 55% sure Arsenal win it. Emerson did really well there. And he's well offside. Yeah, thank you. It's a good chip. But no. Now he kicked it away. Why isn't that a yellow card? Why isn't that a yellow card for kicking it away? Come on now. He did it to Van Persie that one time against Barca. Good ball. Here's Alvarez. Kevin Alvarez. Oh. Dear me, if that went in, that would have been extraordinary. That would have been extraordinary if that went in. Nice idea. Love that. And it's, okay, it's actually a bit wider than I thought, but not bad. Not a bad effort. Can City score a goal at Spurs' ground? Question mark. Here is Lewis up against Kulusevski. Never thought I'd say that. Here is Emerson. Oh, Lewis did really well, though. Probably could have calmed it down to play it to Grealish, but he just wanted to get it out. That's what Rodri shoved in earlier. As long as City do better than United, I'm satisfied. Rather win, obviously, but Arsenal have got this, you think? That's the thing. That, yeah, because it's hard, but there are still 6 points to play for in those two games. So it's in both teams' hands. Edison just punts it. Well done. That's just for the Patreon football always. That being a noblet slightly more. I don't know what it is in euros. Guys, why have they got so much space? That's a terrible shot by Kane. You get other stuff if you remember, though. You get, as I say, you get a loyalty badge. Your name appears as gold on the stream, which is pretty sick. And I think when you leave comments, I think your little badge shows as well on like YouTube videos, which is pretty sick. Yeah, Alvarez with a bad touchdown. Kane didn't do a good shot earlier. This is poor, guys. Like, what is this? Where's the energy from City's midfield? It's just gone. There's no one's like busting a gut to track back there. And Kane somehow got through. And good save by Edison. God, I thought it was going to deflect back into the net. Good lord. Goodness gracious. And Kane got very fortunate there. Ends up being a good save by Edison. Very good save, Edison. Well done, mate. With his leg in the end. Right. Come on, City. Sort it out. Sort it out. I probably would have taken it like a draw. So it's just a shame that City are currently losing to a moronic error. It's a foul by Højbjerg. Again on Grealish. How many times are you going to let this go, referee? How many fouls are we going to let... Oh, look at his knees bleeding, I've just noticed. Oh, that was before that challenge. Never mind. But still. Grealish's knees are bleeding. Yeah, the ones on top after both Arsenal fixtures is the one to win. Yeah, so for example, if City somehow win both games against Arsenal, I'll be convinced City win it. Even if they're like 2 or 3 points behind, then maybe even just like from like a mental boost. Bruyne clipped in, but it doesn't even beat the first man, really. Come on. You got Haaland and Ake in the box. Just pop it in. Have a whip. Have a whippage. Here is the whippage. But again, you can't beat the Spurs players. When I say have a whippage, I also mean have a whippage and, again, bad by Kulusevski gets a foul. And he's kicked the ball away. You going to give me a yellow card, referee, or what? My mate, my man, my home slice. This game has dragged, by the way. I feel like this game has dragged. Playing De Bruyne, Jack. There you go. It's fouled. Jack Grealish fouled again. It's just ridiculous, man. And Romero's down. He's not injured. Please get up, mate. Come on. Come on, mate. You're not hurt. This is about the 3rd time you've gone down now. Come on. Come on, matey. Come on. Up you get. Up you get. Grealish ran into him that time. If anything, it's a foul because Romero steps out to try to stop the run. If it's one way or the other, it's a foul on Grealish. Romero limping for some reason. You're not hurt, mate. Come on. I've seen this. I've seen this film. Wait, oh, it's that meme. I've seen this. This is a classic. That Back to the Future meme. Oh my gosh. What? Yeah, this has been a bore fest. A game low on intrigue. Well, maybe not. No, maybe not low on intrigue. I don't know. It's low on something. Low on enzymes. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Right, Grealish again being allowed to run through the midfield. Rodri plays it out to Walker. Hello, Quinch. Walker clips it. It's a corner. He is okay. He's brilliant at scoring goals when Rodri gives him the ball. Kanji shaking his head at something. I don't know what. City just score, make it a tie because a tie is a poor result. It's in and it's headed over and it's nothing. And it's a goal kick. Oh, Rodri. Why can't they play well today? It's actually going to be 1-0, isn't it? Well, let's be honest. City aren't winning this game. Maximum City getting a 1-0. I'd actually say I'd say 1-0 is obviously the most likely final scoreline. I think it's looking more like a 2-0 than a 1-all or anything else because City just haven't been able to do anything and they've not been playing well. Have City ever beat Spurs? They beat them a couple of weeks ago, Quinch. How's our best player a £40 million centre-half from Bournemouth? Yeah. All right. Now, why isn't that a yellow for time wasting? Like, come on, ref. Like, come on. Actually turns to a really good ball for Son, does it? Walker's got to be careful. City players were complaining more about time wasting than actually picking up Son. We love that. I love to see that from my professional footballers. Nearly a nice idea, but not quite. Again, when City clear it, why are you clearing it there? This is actually going to be another goal, is it? No, it's not. When they clear it and they're not actually looking, so it's like a blind clearance, pop it out to either wing. Don't do it centrally where all the bodies are. That's a yellow card. Easily. Perisic. Because Bernardo was away. He puts his thumbs in the air like he just doesn't care. He knows. He knows that Bernardo just beat him there. Yeah. A cynical foul, but a necessary one. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, another set piece for City to waste. All in, it's deep again to Ake. City players complain about handball. Stop complaining and get in playing football. Exactly, tactical, cynical. Again, they're appealing for penalties. If it's a penalty, guys, the VAR will say it's a penalty. Don't worry about it. Why is Højbjerg being a knobhead about it? No, it's not a penalty. No, again, stop complaining or get on with the game. It's pissing me off. All you're doing is wasting time. Like, Rodri, you're chatting to him now and you're wasting time. Stop it. City players need to leg it. The big sausage. What does that mean, Quinch? I don't actually know what that means. It's played out to Kevin. Lewis. Walker. What is that? What is that? Terrible. And De Bruyne somehow misses the easiest control. This is against Liverpool again. What are you doing? Is that actually going to be a goal for Harry Kane? Højbjerg is allowed to shoot, and it's wide. What do you mean, leg it? I don't know what Kevin's doing there. Like, why is he miscontrolling that? Once again, another weird individual error. So, decent save by Edison in the end. All of the passions as KX. It's nothing more than idiocy. Should be 2-0, says Owl. It should. It means stop it. Oh, I thought if you legged it, then it means that you ran away. Like, oh, I had to leg it. There's 13 minutes left. Technically, there's still time for a City equaliser or even a City winner. Technically, but it's only a technicality. But it's just not got that vibe that City are going to get a goal today. So, but I did say that when City beat them 4-2. So I was wrong then. I was texting Gasky. I was like, City ain't scoring 1, never mind 3. They actually scored 4. Which was good, but I've not seen that City. I've not seen the direct, quick-paced City today. It's been slow. It's been laboured. Nice ball in behind to Grealish from Kevin. That's a good tackle by Emerson. I think it's a goal kick. And again, Emerson is a shit player, but he's actually playing good today. It's one of those. Grealish has been really good this game, by the way. Just an FYI. Why isn't that a corner? What? What? Oh, never mind. Okay, never mind. I'm wrong. Why is Emerson to prime Cafu against City? Perisic is off. He is booked. It's a sensible substitution. Sessegnon on. Oh. It's a very good spot. Was it a good spot or was it a fluke? Either way, it works out well. Oh dear. For every game against City, his Brazilian passport magically reappears. Grealish needs to score. Grealish has actually probably been our best player this game. It's not saying much, but it is saying something. There's a City player down here. Please get up, Ake. Please get up. Hello, Jin. Jin! I mean, how are you doing? I've been trying to I was worried there was something happened to you. How are you doing, Jin? How are you doing? Mate. Mate. How are you? What's bloody going on? You're alright. You okay? Why is the ginger sitting on him, says Seb. Vibes. Why? I don't know why. Why is there a conversation? Just giving them the ball or whatever. There we go. 10 minutes left. We're going through the stages of grief with this match. I was never really optimistic, to be fair. Again, Grealish really well, but why didn't you read it, Alvarez? I think the ref is just having a word with Grealish. Something he said are fairs. Son offside. No, he's not. Good defending by Bernardo. Why? How's Højbjerg got all that space? Lads! Lewis up against Emerson, and Lewis did well. Emerson did well. Again, for once, he has one good game. It's Joe Gomez syndrome. Good. Oh, excellent stuff. You're good. Just had a break off everything for a while. Work was manic and life. That's all. Excellent stuff, Jim. Well, good to have you back on the channel. Get back in the Discord so I can chat to you and whatnot. And yeah, I think I even sent you an email to whatever. I looked at your email address. I was like, is that? It looked like a girl's name. I might be wrong, but whatever email address you did your Gmail. Sorry, did your what's it to? Your Noblet, your Patreon to. Because I was worried about you. You just like disappeared from everywhere. I was like, is he all right? I had to make sure he's okay. Too far. No need to compare anyone to Joe Gomez. Oh, gosh. Oh, it is. Oh, right. Okay, fair enough. Maybe it was the profile picture that was I thought was a lady or something. I don't know. There we go. Walker, you've got to win that, mate. Oh, of course. That makes so much sense. That's why I was like, I don't understand what's going on. That makes a lot of sense. Right, City are back in a good position. Somehow, still, Sessegnon's managed to... City wants a free kick. Edison's been given a yellow card. They're adamant it's a free kick against Lewis. Let's have a look at this. I mean, it's a foul on Lewis. What on earth are the Spurs fans screaming about? What? What? Ah, Jin, that might be it. Yes, I think that's what I saw. I was like, wait, is this like his mum's email or something? I was so confused. Well, there we go. Lovely to hear you're all right, Jim. That was a foul on Lewis, if anything. I've no idea how this is a corner. I've no idea what's happening. Alvarez did well, and then he didn't do well. Oh, Haaland, good defending. That's a handball. Thank you. I've no idea what the Spurs fans are crying about. Like, you're wrong. Piss off. Anyway. Alright. Who's coming off? Who's number 7? That is Son, is it? Question mark? Yes, it is. Oh, wow. They're actually doing the correct rule where you go off on the closest side. There's so many times where referees just ignore that rule. Green weekend. How cute. Bernardo's off as well, by the way, for City. I think he played all right. Basuma's on for Spurs. Oh, yeah, it's not a handball. As I say, I think if anything, he was fouled into that. You're good, wonderful stuff, just adult's life. Yeah, of course. Did you say you're moving out somewhere? Might just refuse to watch us when we play at the shithole from now on. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I think a draw is probably the fairest result from this game. I think a 0-0 probably... It's sort of like... My thoughts on it are similar to the Anfield game. Which was decided by just like one stupid error. I think a 0-0 would have been fairest based on the run of play. Walker with the ball in. Alvarez picks up the second ball. Didn't fall to Haaland once again. I found recently what the thing on the ref's shoulder is. It's basically a buzzer, so the liner can get the ref's attention. Ah, that's cute. That's cute, isn't it? Hello, Matthew. I'm currently stuck on my bed. I tried to put my bedding on and failed. I don't know how you failed to put bedding on, Matthew, but that's interesting. How you doing, Matthew? You're a 7. Lone Ranger, thank you for letting me know your shoe size. I'm going to add it to the shoe size list now. Lone Ranger is a 7. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful. You're in. You've made the list. I've written you. It's a thing. Grealish has been superb. Says Owl. Yeah, he's been our best player. Moving out soon, so I have to give a financial attack for a little while. No worries at all, Jin. It's just an inside joke, Lone Ranger. It's just a bit of vibes. I'm doing good, except from being stuck on it. I tried a different technique. It didn't go well. It's easy to make the bed. I don't know. I don't know if you need a technique necessarily. Just pop it. Just pop the bedding on. Spurs have given the ball away. Oh, once again. Right, second yellow! Second yellow! Get off the pitch, you bitch! Well done, Jack. Well done. Well done. Grealish has been sick this game. Grealish has done so well this game. And he's got Romero sent off. Well done. How's life, Jin? Yes, it's going well. It's going well, thank you. Obviously not happy right now because City are losing, which is a bit upsetting. And no halves. You did call it. You did say someone's getting sent off 100%. Yeah, Grealish did so well there, by the way. Jin, because this game should probably on the bounce of play be 0-0. The issue is that Rodri gave the ball away for no reason. And that's what happened. And here we are. It's Anfield all over again. But in general, Jin, yeah, I'm doing very well, thank you. I'm doing very well. I'm just happy that you're all right, because I thought something happened to you. Just because like you went offline, everything. I was like looking up like random Twitter handles. I found someone called Supersonic Jin, but I didn't think it was you. I tried to. There was an Instagram. I didn't know if it was you again. I was panicking. Full always. Grealish deserves a goal for his performances, says Lone Ranger. Yeah, but I don't think he's going to get one. Kulusevski's off. Sanchez is on. Obviously, a defensive change. Right. So, Matthew, what part of making the bed, sorry, putting on new bed sheets has caused the issue? Is it the ground sheet, or is it the duvet cover that's causing you issues? He has. As I said it before, it's Joe Gomez syndrome. I don't use social media much. To be fair, it's impossible to find me. Thank you for the concern that you're out. Well, Jin, as long as you're okay, that's fine. That's fine. As I say, I even resorted to emailing you because I was worried. Do you have a fitted ground sheet, Matthew? So where in the four corners they're like scrunched up. Don't think the red card would change anything. Oh no, it won't, Dim. It's too little. Yeah. It needs to come much quicker for it to make a difference. De Bruyne going for a shot for some reason. That's way too far away, Kevin. Come on. Oh, please get up. Do not stop the play. Fuck off, referee. He's fucking fine. You're such a moron, referee. Come on, he's fine. Doesn't even hit him. Oh my god. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Now, why is that a dive? And I tell you what, I talked about this last year. Funnily enough, it was also in my Spurs. It was also in the City Spurs game. This isn't just a, oh, Nobbins, you're salty upset. I am upset because City are losing. But no, he didn't halve. So it hit Harry Kane on the knee. It did, and then Højbjerg was fine. I was like, oh, actually no, I'm not fine. It's like, and what? Now that is genuinely a serious issue. Because that is exploiting a concussion rule, which is brought in to safeguard footballers. So I'm being like quite serious for a moment. That is, I think that should be treated as a much more serious offence. Not just this instance specifically, but generally. If you're faking a head injury, that should be a serious offence. And only 5 minutes somehow. Yeah, I don't know. This has been an abhorrent refereeing display. I've no idea. And as I say, it's so great that no, halves, you've got to go off the pitch if you got a concussion or whatever. You've got to go off. He's back on, guys. Wait, what do you mean? If you got a head injury, you've got to go to the sidelines because it's a concussion protocol. That's the point I'm making. He's feigned a head injury. He got man of the match, yeah, just for that acting display, yeah. So he is acting. He's literally fine. Look at him. There's nothing wrong with him. It didn't hit him. It didn't touch him. And it's boy who cried wolf, isn't it? And Rodri just... Rodri somehow in 1 second gave the ball away and committed a foul. Exceptional play by him. Exceptional play. Yeah, it's very annoying. It's a... yeah. And as I say, it also happened at least twice in the game in the Etihad last season where Spurs players were going down holding their head. And again, it's like, why are people allowed to get away with that? That not only is it deceiving the ref, it's a dive, but it's taking light of a very serious health issue and rule and protocol brought into safeguard footballers. Well, it does mean something if you consider that if you live in a world where City are always going to lose this game, I guess. Alvarez, bad touch. Not been his game. It's not been his game. His touch has been poor. It's not been tight enough. Not been tidy enough. Holland with a slight push. Here comes out to Grealish, who for me has been City's best player. Comes to Lewis, who finds Ake. I don't know why you're going that way, though, Ake. Back to Jack. That's a good ball in. Oh, actually good defended by Lloris. Goalkeeping, sorry. And Lloris are going to stay down here for 12 years. And Rodri's doing a Højbjerg. Please get up, Rodri. After what I just talked about. Let's have a look at this. Nah, never mind. Well, yeah, football always exactly. I mean, I don't think it's a foul. I'm just numb at this point. I'm not really going to argue either way. Some of these players should get an Academy Award. Yeah, it's one of those where you've seen them given. Yeah. I don't know. Owl, it'd be interesting to hear what you think about that. I don't think it would have made a difference if City had like 10 minutes of added time, but the 5 minutes of added time is very annoying. Like, you just want it to be correct. You want it to be you want it to be a fair game. I think it's just been shit, quite frankly. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. City can't... because Arsenal are going to beat, who is it? Villa. So it means that Arsenal will just extend the lead to 8 points. This is always going to be a frustrating game with the way Spurs play. The referees made matters like 10 times as worse. It's very annoying. And Rodri's made it 20 times worse. Yeah, I wouldn't have aggressively called that for a penalty. But you have seen them given. There was a worse one in the World Cup where where was it the Poland game? Bruyne, good defending by Emerson again. Not. That's not a foul. Oh, whatever. Villa really informed since Emery came in as halves. But isn't it at the Emirates though, halves? I think this refereeing display has been actually embarrassing. Yeah. It's not why City have lost. City have lost because Rodri's gave the ball away. But still very annoying. Man U are going to beat Leeds, so you're going to be third. Weird kick by Lloris. Again, Lloris, who's been really poor in the one moment where he's called into play, actually does something half decent. Why can't De Bruyne just sort his feet out? Kevin... it's not a foul. And again, I've no idea how City lost the ball in that situation and then they foul Rab. Sorry, I'm actually getting annoyed at it. I've got to turn this off. It's actually annoying me too much. City being morons is annoying me too much. I've turned it off. Right, that's the end of the stream. I'm annoyed. I could take the loss if City weren't so stupid. I'm gonna go. I'll be back tomorrow for FM. I'll have calmed down then. Goodbye, guys.